Okay. All right, second half getting ready to kick off again. Sorry about that, guys. Had to disappear for a little while. But I'm back. Ready to roll here. Ready to rock and roll here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's... I gotta post that on the channel. There's a Husker fan sitting between the Georgetown coaching staff. I don't know if he still is. When we come back, we're gonna find out for sure, but that's absolutely hilarious. First off, I'm surprised nobody said anything to him. That's absolutely nuts. But he's literally sitting between the Georgetown coaching staff. Like, what in the world is up with that? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, guys. Like, how does that even happen? I'm surprised no one's saying to him. I'm sure they did at some point, but it's like, someone looks over, he's like, so how long are you going to be over here for? I'm going to be here for a little while. They must like have like hardly any security. I'm going to look around when we come back. I'm curious to see if they have any type of security actually there at the Crown. That's kind of wild. That is nuts. I've never seen anything like that before. That's absolutely crazy. So when we come, I'm really curious to see if there's security at the Crown, because that's crazy. That's absolutely nuts. I don't think that there is. I don't think that there is. I will say this, though. The production does look really nice. It looks very, very nice, and it's really cool that it's in Las Vegas. They can show the flashing lights and everything that comes with that. But as far as the actual game of basketball, it does definitely leave a lot to be desired. I understand that most of the best teams, or all the best teams, are already in the NCAA tournament and have been eliminated. But, man, crazy stuff. Your guy, Runo, what's up? How we doing? How we doing? Happy Wednesday to you, my friends. It's good to have you here, dear guy. Yes, I'm not from Duke. I don't go to Duke. I'm actually from Nebraska, so I'm just a big fan. Just a big fan. Been a fan my whole life. My life, I mean, since I was like 8. How you guys doing today? Who you guys like? We're watching Nebraska right now. I'm from Nebraska, so I'm watching the Cornhuskers get it done against the Hoyas. Looking good so far. Looking good so far. How y'all doing? Welcome to the channel. If you guys sure you subscribe, of course. Just getting started at the second half here. Nebraska's up 10, 34-24. Chicago, that's what's up. I had heard on a podcast today they were talking about Chicago is definitely a basketball city. It's not a city. Would you agree with that, your guy? So Nebraska's shooting 46% from the field. Obviously, compared to Georgetown's 29%, it's a big difference. Shooting about even from the three-point line, but basically Nebraska's bench a little bit deeper, scored about 7 more points from their bench. About pretty even in the paint, too, but Nebraska went on a 13-2 run. Or excuse me, they're 13-2 when they're leading at the half. Getting ready to go down here. They got Allison Williams on the call as the sideline reporter. So they have every piece. But, man, I tell you what, not a ton of people actually watching this game. Not a ton of people watching the game. And Georgetown's at the half. Yicky, yicky, yicky. About ready to tip it off here for the second half. The point guard's chatting it up, having a good time, talking. That's always kind of fun. Everyone's just talking in between the game, getting ready to lock in again. (34-24). Going to go the other way back to Nebraska. Your guy says, let's get this guy to 1,000 subs. Man, I would really like to have that happen. I would really like to have that happen, brother. I know we're getting 750. I've been grinding the last couple months. But yeah, we go live all the time at this channel. This is kind of more of a boring game, so it doesn't draw much interest, which is totally understandable. But I guess I personally have a selfish vested interest right now because my Cornhuskers are playing. But all love, man. I appreciate those kind words. Hopefully we'll get there soon. I'm sure we will in a couple months, but slowly but surely, I'm still having doing this either way. So Williams passes it up to Jacobson. Jacobson drives inside. Quick little pull up by Jacobson. Gets the offensive board. Kicks it back out to Hoiberg. Hoiberg to Williams. Williams to Gary for three. Three-pointer. Gary drops the three, the triple. Makes it up to 13 like a archer. Pulls back the bow. Hits the target, baby. Gary has 8 points, 5 boards. Hoyas have it. Lots of ball pressure. Lots of ball pressure by the Cornhuskers right now. Guard for the Hoyas looking. He's double teamed real quick. He finds a seam, splits between the defenders. It's going to be a foul on the Cornhuskers here as he drives through the lane. How we doing, guys? Happy Wednesday to you. My friends, I'm Brando here at the Blue Devil Den. Having a good time with y'all tonight. Washingers take on the legendary Georgetown Hoyas. And no, this is not that caliber of a Georgetown Hoyas squad. But it is nice to say we're playing the Hoyas. It's pretty cool just to even say that. So, yeah, Jared, great D so far. Dart jump stop there by number 2 for the Hoyas. Gets deflected. Going to go back for Huskers. Man, Burke looks huge carrying that ball up the court like that. He's between like a small forward, power forward size. But him carrying it up past half court, that's pretty funny. Like a point guard. He's got decent handles for a big guy too. 13 points here. Going to be a foul on Williams on that one. 2 early fouls here for the Cornhuskers, by the way. Fred Hoiberg looking really comfortable on this right now. You can be when you're up 13. We've got to continue to stay focused, though. Continue to stay focused. Georgetown pulls up from 3. Does not drop. The guy is super athletic, Hoyas. Ooh, looks like Gary got hit in the back, his head. I'm not sure what happened. Gary's kind of wincing a little bit, holding his back. We do not need Jawan going out. Shake it off, Gary. We don't need an injury on you, brother. We do not need an injury on you. Jared, Gary was wincing on that one, man. Your guy, how are you doing tonight, man? I appreciate you hanging out with us as well. Really do, my friend. In my house, I play basketball a lot, and I'm trying to get a full court shot. Dude, that would be sick. I used to, you know what? Real talk. I used to love shooting backward shots. I'd stand at the middle of the court right there, half court, and I would take it one hand. I'd kind of level that sucker up, and I'd just go straight back. And my record was 3. I hit 3 half-court backward shots, one-handed in a row. I only did that once. There'd be a few times I could get 2, you know, like a handful of times. And then every once in a while, you could just toss one up and go, and you're like, yeah. But legit, 3 times in a row. I was at the YMCA. Of course, there was nobody else really in the gym, just a couple of little kids at that time. I used to go to the YMCA after school all the time. We just out hooping it up, me and my sister. Good times, good memories at the YMCA. But yes, that's pretty cool, dude. I like that. So do you got like a big court at your house, or what do you got at your house? Just got a nice little half court. 13-point ball games, folks. It's 18 minutes to go here. They were kind of reviewing what happened to Gary. Looks like they're just going to let it play on. Incidental contact. Dude, that's what's up. That's what's up. I love basketball. I'm definitely a football guy. I'm more of a football guy than basketball. But basketball, it's like football. Basketball is 1B. It's like bang, bang right there. It's all for fun anyway, but... Oh, no, I'm about out of my drink. We'll just go with basic water now. The other one was a Celsius. Those Celsiuses are good. Beautiful stroke. Williams has such a beautiful shot. It's the 3, baby. Beautiful 3-point shot there by Williams. Extends the lead to 16. The Hoyas coach looks really nervous on the sidelines. Like he might be getting canned after this. And he's been there for a couple seasons and ain't been too pretty. It ain't been too pretty. Dribble drive inside, creates a little bit of space, pulls up, bounces off the rattles home there for the Hoyas. Cuts it back down to 14. We got 17 and a half to go. Williams to Buchtengel. Buchtengel looking around. Dribbles it out a little bit. Picks up his dribble. He's going to have to pass it to Hoiberg. Excuse me, Hoiberg. Finds Williams. Williams thought about that three. He should just took it. Step back. Williams pulls up. He gets fouled. Huge. Bad foul there by the way. He's already down 14, and Williams is a 90% free throw shooter. It's likely going to be a 17-point ball game again. Man, crazy. In soccer day, my friend did a dumb kick, so I kicked the ball, and it got in the hoop, and it did a swish. By the way, I kicked it forward shot. That's wild, man. Nice job. My goal this year is trying to do a bicycle kick. What's a bicycle kick? Is that like Liu Kang from Mortal Kombat? Very cool. When I think of bicycle kick, I think of in Mortal Kombat there was a guy named Liu Kang and he did the feet up in the air. So is soccer like your favorite sport then? Got it to 16 now. Williams having himself a game, by the way. He's doing really big things here. What on earth? This is the most bizarre thing. Y'all, look at the Georgetown bench. They're literally a Cornhusker fan sitting in between the coaches on the bench. What is up with that? That's got to be the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't get it at all. What's he doing over there on the sidelines? It'd be hilarious if he got up and started trying to act like he was coaching. It's like his seat got mixed up with them. Because on the Husker sideline, there's about a few fans kind of just sitting down, but it's not in between the coaches. That's absolutely nuts. Why is no one telling him? Very cool, man. My favorite basketball player, I'm a big JJ. So JJ played for Duke a while back. Right now he's actually coaching the Los Angeles Lakers, which is crazy to think about. But JJ's coaching the Los Angeles Lakers. But right now, I really like watching Jason Tatum play. Luka Doncic is obviously really good. Who else do I kind of like? Novak's awesome, obviously. Get MVP. Jared's a big Jared on here. Jared probably disappeared for a little bit, by the way. He probably didn't see what's up, but Jared's a big Nuggets fan. But man, that guy can play, dude. He is lights out good. Do you like the... You know what? I just realized I said Novak. Jeez Louise. Jared, I'm getting old, man. I'm getting tired. I blame my job for that, so I apologize. Lakers for sure. I love Luka. Yeah, Luka's the bomb. The guy's a baller for sure. So we got another break here, this Cornhusker game. By the way, Jay Donald, welcome back, man. Happy with you, bro. After you said that, I had to shake that one off. About to just dump this whole water on my face. Oh, goodness. Jay Donald, they're getting it done, man. They're up by like 16 or 17 right now. Huskers doing some big things. They've been playing really solid defense on the Hoyas. Now, the Hoyas aren't vaunted by any reason, Jay Donald. But it's still cool saying Nebraska's beating the Georgetown Hoyas, I think. I think that's pretty cool. But, yeah, they're up by like 16 or 17. It's very cool. If they win this one, I'm pretty sure they got to play Boise State, though. Boise State's going to give them a really time. I think Boise State was the favorite to win this thing. So we'll see if Nebraska can get through Boise. If they finish Georgetown today. I'm going to say if because there's still time. Nebraska's known for letting up in big games like this. Goodness, they better not. They better not. Oh, goodness. But yeah, getting a win over Boise State, that'd be pretty awesome. Beat the Hoyas and Boise State. After that, they'll probably play USC. USC is looking good on that side of the bracket. They're on the other side. Who else is over on that side? Colorado. Villanova's on the other side. Oregon State was on the side. I don't know who's live on that other side, though. I just remember a few of the teams from the other day who was on it. You had like Colorado, Villanova, DePaul. There's no way DePaul that one. That DePaul's absolutely terrible, and I hate that because I wish DePaul was a good team. You know what, Bruno? They're out of Chicago too, aren't they? DePaul's actually out of Chicago. Williams another three. Gosh, you just almost assume it's going to go in at this point. Yes, we all miss Kobe. Man, when I played basketball, I always tried emulating my game after Kobe. Of course, with the Allen Iverson crossover. Be like Post Malone, White Iverson. Yeah, that's a tragedy for sure. That's one of those things where you remember exactly where you're at when it happened too. And I'm clear out here in Nebraska. I was super bummed when I heard that news, especially his daughter and the other families too. All way too young to be passing. All those people were way too young to be passing in that helicopter crash. Buchanan Jill has it. So the Huskers up 17, 16 minutes to go. Jacobson kicks it out to Williams. Williams thought about the three. He's jabbing around. Drives inside. Good job. Williams showing he can do other things besides hit the three. Drives it inside with a defender. 19-point ball game here. Another huge scoring run. Nebraska's been making these little choppy 7-point runs, 8-point runs, 9-point runs. They keep going on these big runs, and meanwhile, Georgetown in these big slumps, big slumps here. For three, Georgetown, he sinks that triple. Trying to get some motivation going. That's Van Rappenhorst. What a name for the Hoyas. He drills the triple, though, cuts it to 16. My good, 16. Buchanan, Jacobson to Gary to Williams. Williams is feeling it, though, today. He short arms that one, but Gary on the offensive rebound drops it in, baby. Beautiful. Yeah, Runa, I was saying Ball is awesome. Is not a very good team, but they're out of Chicago. I want them to be good. I'd like DePaul to be good, for sure. They were in this tournament too, but I almost guarantee they lost. So, 18-point ball game. Huskers up 18. 15 minutes left to go here in the second half. Man, I got hit with like the tired bug. I got hit with the tired bug so bad. Like, came out of nowhere. So, okay, here we go. Here's who's playing tomorrow. This is the other half of the bracket. So, you got Nebraska and Boise State probably playing on 2 days in the semifinals, a.k.a. the Final Four. The quarterfinals tomorrow. Cincinnati versus UCF and Villanova versus USC. I'm going to say Villanova right off the get-go. Whoever wins between Vanilla and USC, that's the one that's going to be in the finals, playing either Nebraska or Boise State, which isn't necessarily a bad. Hopefully, it's like Villanova versus Nebraska. That would be cool too. I'd like to see Nebraska play Villanova. I never thought that would happen either. Let's get all the Big East teams. Let's do that. Imagine Josh Allen was in basketball, man. We were talking about like half-court shots. I bet Josh Allen would be one of those. He could just dip it in and just toss that sucker clear across court. The guy's got a cannon. I wonder how far he could throw it through an arena. Jay Donald, I am super freaking stoked for it, man. I can't even wait. And then at least before that, watch Florida and Auburn go at it. I like Duke in the nightcap against Houston. A big buildup. It's going to be a great game, man. I just can't even, like... I'm freaking pumped about it, bro. I am super freaking pumped about it. Bro would pass it instead of dribbling. He would literally travel the whole game. That would be me, too, in Division I. I'd be like, these guys are fat. Finally, 2 people watching. We had a lot of people on earlier, Runo. A lot of my community, they're all still pretty young. A lot of those people went to bed already. But yeah, it's still a really small channel. We'll get people in from time to time. All good. Glad you're hanging out with us, though. It's early, too. It's 10 o'clock. What's up? Owner, what you got? Are you just rambling to show me this? 1 o'clock for you. Jay Donald, are you tired, bro?
We need to get you one of these.
All right, show me what you got. Is he congested right now?
Yeah. Listen. It's like I watched like all the videos. Hold on, let me show you.
Yeah, you order that right now.
$30.
How much? It better legitimately work, but
Let me go back.
I don't understand how. Why would it clear like?
Well, you have deviated septum right up here, right?
You know what? Maybe he screwed everything up for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Lawsuit coming his way.
Where'd it go? Wait, you made me lose it. Anyways, yeah, it's just two strips like this, and it magnetizes it, and it like lifts your nostrils open.
Yeah. So y'all want to hear an interesting story? My wife was showing me a little something. I can't be sued. No, not at all. Definitely not suing you. No, side story here. Because every once in a while I get pretty dang congested. It's all right here. I've noticed that too. I don't know why I've never put that together. I'm not saying this is why. But back in the day, my mom watching me and the neighbor kid. Well, and he denies this happened, but my whole family remembers this happening. He's still in denial about it. Check it out. Let me tell the story real quick. So he took a pick. You know what people put hair? They start picking their hair around. He took that prong pick. Sucker's like this long. If you don't know what a pick is, I'm sure you do. He took that dang pick when we were little kids, like 7 years old. Took it and shoved it up my nose. And it went all the way up my nose. If you look really closely, you can still, there's a tiny little, right there. It's not bad. But anyways, he shoved up my nose. And I remember passing out. It just started bleeding profusely. Like it was just oozing blood. I ended up passing out, waking up, went to the hospital. Was not a fun trip. And he denies the dang thing, man. Like it happened. It was not a dream. I'm starting to wonder if I'm having, my wife says a deviated septum.
You snore really bad.
Because I snore really bad, I guess. I don't believe that. She's lying. Yes, Zane, how you doing, man? Welcome back.
You suck the roof off the ceiling when you...
Okay. Okay. That's what we were talking about. We're going to sue him because he gave me a deviated septum.
When you talk, you kind of sound a little nasally.
Yeah.
Too. That could be it.
Could be. Jay Donald says he gets allergy shots. Man, I think I need allergy shots too, dude. I really do.
You need to start with the medication first. And be regular with it.
You have 20 what, Runo? 15-point ball game. Georgetown trying to get back into it. Turnover there, though. Gary to Hoiberg. Hoiberg pushing the tempo. Start, stop, drives inside left. Oh, it was in and out. Georgetown, that was a good opportunity for the Huskers. Oh, my goodness. Then Georgetown hits that triple. Cuts it down to 12. Just like that, Georgetown getting back into it. The Huskers. Oh, Georgetown takes the timeout. I don't like that. I don't like that timeout. Jay Donald says, take Zyrtec if you have a stuffy nose or you're sneezing. Does the Zyrtec you, Jay Donald? Have we tried Zyrtec?
No. But you need to take...
We tried Zizal. Zizal and saline solutions to break stuff up.
And it does work, but you need to be regular with it.
Runo says he got 20 subs. Runo, do you want me to subscribe to your channel? I'll get you 21. Jay Donald, I think I've already subscribed to yours. Oh, that's what... I just put that to you. guys were talking about that.
You can't find nobody. It's hard to find people.
For what?
Like, to subscribe, it's hard to find people. You can't, like, click on their profile and go to it.
Oh, nice. There we go. I think you got 20 now, because it says you had 21 before I did that. I think you got 22. Hope you got 22, brother. But I subscribed to your channel, man. Yeah, for sure, Jay Donald. I should have done it time ago. I was like, man, all these people subscribing to me. I really appreciate that, so I'm going to subscribe to them.
So you have to, it's $40
No problem, brother.
For a couple different sizes of them.
Yeah.
But then you only have to pay for, like, the magnetic stickers that go onto your nose.
Honestly, it'd be up to $50, and I'd be like, let's do this. Let's get rid of this issue.
Well, you only pay that much for the first amount, and then after you choose retail plan or whatever,
Uh-huh.
$20 for the price of that.
That's wild. I comment on your last short. Hey, thanks, Runo. You know what, Runo? I really get turned up more, to be honest. Jay Donald will tell you this is actually a pretty calm version of me. This game is kind of boring, I'll be honest with you. It's really not driving a bunch of attention. Also, that's also why there's not a bunch of other people on it, besides the fact our community is still growing. But I am very calm right now. This is a very kind of boring game, as would be expected for sure. But yeah, some YouTubers don't sub because they don't pay attention. I would agree with that. They get caught up on stuff for sure. They get caught up doing so many different things. I try my best to remember it, but yes, I got that charger. Guys, I'll be right back. Be right back here. Can you toss me up some tissues? My nose is like running. I can go down and get it too. Don't matter. I'll go get it.
I can come down too.
But I like you there. No, it's like, what do you guys got going on up here?
You can always try the Walmart one first and see if it works. It's $8.
Probably a good idea as long as it has something with the reviews.
I might be doing a little stretching or something.
You?
Stretch.
Can't wait to get that Huel tomorrow. I'm curious to try that. You gonna try chocolate or strawberry banana first?
I don't know.
I heard they were both good. I hope they're all good. I hope they don't taste disgusting either. Nebraska up 15. Sorry, guys. Went downstairs.
I'm choking them down either way.
Yeah, I'm just going to chug it. I'm just going to chug it. Nebraska's moving on for sure. Jay Donald. So, man, I want my Cornhuskers to have a good end of the season. They just missed the tournament. I think they're 8th or 9th for being in. It is what it is. But they were in the thick of things, and they started losing the last, like, 4 or 5 different games. Did not help them. They got a bunch of quad ones. I think they got the most of the entire tournament as far as quad one wins. So they have wins over teams like Oregon. Oh, they beat Creighton and Oregon this year. I know that for sure. Can't remember who off the top of my head. I think they beat Maryland once also. If not in close, they beat Ohio State. They were just on the outside looking into. They beat UCLA once. So they've beaten some teams. They've beaten teams. They've given other teams a run for their money. They are not a bad team. The problem with Nebraska is they've just been super inconsistent throughout the season and have given up some pretty interesting leads. Like they were up 18 over Iowa at Iowa, and they end up losing that game somehow. You could just feel just leaving that arena. Yeah, Zyrtec is the best thing to use for allergies. I'm gonna try that, Jay Donald. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna get through soon either way though.
You need to like Zyrtec and Polonium or something.
Kind of mix it up a little bit, yeah. I don't think I've ever used Zyrtec. I've tried Nasacort and Zysol and Benadryl. It's been helpful. It's been helpful, but it hasn't completely taken care of the full issue. Again, I understand it's medication. It's to help relieve it, maybe not to clear it completely, but ugh, goodness. It's been some trying times. My friends, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Of course, it's your boy Brando here at the Blue Devil Den. Kind of a boring night here, to be honest with you. Kind of a boring night. We're watching Nebraska. I'm from Nebraska. I like watching my Cornhuskers, so I'm selfishly vested into this game. You guys are just kind of along for the ride, so let's make it a pretty good time while here. Totally cool just to kind of chat it up a little bit. We don't always just talk about basketball, so it's Nebraska up 12, though. 53-41 with 12 minutes to go. The Hoyas take a mid-range pull-up. Bounces off the front of the iron. Little unorthodox there.
Did you heat up a corn dog?
Just now, no, I didn't. That would have been funny, though. I did not heat up the corn dog. I think there's pills and chewable versions of it, too. I only smart, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to try that, though. I'm going to have to try it, Donald. Yeah, dude. They're up 12 right now. They got to continue to get that lead extended even more. But I like what I'm seeing. I mean, the field in this tournament isn't the greatest, but as far as postseason tournaments go for teams that aren't actually in the March Madness tournament, this is probably the best thing for sure. So, by the way, if y'all didn't know, the winner of this one gets $300,000. They get $1,000. I don't know how that gets distributed, though. I have no idea. Does anybody know anymore how Neil works? No, they couldn't even hold a candle to freaking Duke. Duke is just so deep. They are just so talented. It's wild, bro. It's wild. I'm so glad I'm a Duke fan. I'm so glad we're Duke fans. It's absolutely crazy the talent that Duke has this year. Uh, it's crazy, man. Not much more to say about it, but I'm really excited to see what happens in this Final Four. If Coach Shire gets it done and they get a title in his third season, I'm just saying, watch out. He's only 37 years old. He's going to be there a long time. And I think at this point I'm going to make a video about this because I think it's very newsworthy and I think it's very interesting too. I have pretty good Duke knowledge, I would say. So Nate James, if you remember Nate James, coaching as an assistant coach for a long time for the Blue Devils. He went off to coach, what was it? Austin Peay. Austin Peay. He went on to coach them for a couple years. He ends up getting fired. He was associate head coach with Coach Shire. I find this very interesting because Nate James had been around a long time too. Coach Shire got hired in 2013 as a special assistant. Once Chris Collins left, he took Chris' spot. A year later in 2014, Coach Wojciechowski, you remember him? He ends up leaving for Marquette, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Marquette. Chris Collins went to Northwestern, by the way. And Coach Shire really started moving up ranks. You had Coach Capel, Nate James. You've had guys like even Emil Jefferson found his way in the associate ranks. It's kind of funny. But Coach Shire was waiting in the wings for about years. And he stuck it out. Capel took off a couple years early. Probably was his time. And maybe Coach K said, hey, this is what I'm thinking is in the best interest of the program. Coach Shire's a young coach. He's been with me for 10 years. I know you guys about 15, 16 years. But I'm going to put a great word in you. I'm Coach K. I'm going to put a good word in for you to get a head coaching position at X school, a.k.a. Northwestern, a.k.a. Notre Dame, a.k.a. Marquette, a.k.a. Who else we got? Austin Peay, Pittsburgh, lots of them. He's got a huge coaching tree that is still very active. And I'm probably missing a few names too. But he's helped so many people out. But I'm sure Coach Shire, he thought about it long term, and it really was the best decision. Obviously, it worked out. Nate James, though he has not had as much talent at Austin Peay for sure, he hired after a couple back-to-back losing seasons for the Governors. I think that's their name, the Governors. That's what stuck out to me in the article I was reading. So this is off the top of the dome and things I remember. But Coach Shire, John Shire, and Nate James were both in the running for the head coaching as they were both associate head coaches. Ultimately goes with Coach Shire. Great decision. He's got an 80% winning record. And, geez, he could keep extending that, couldn't he? Looking forward to it, though. Could you imagine if he does win a title this year? Things could get crazy at Duke for a long, long time. And the haters are going to keep hating us. But we're here for it, baby. A Esiason for 3. Bad miss there by Esiason. Dude, I hope so, Jay Donald. That'd be good for our program for sure. Yeah, he's got a lot of titles. He's got a lot of rings, baby. 5 of them. But why Duke get the best recruits? They've just been a blue blood for a long time. They've been good for a long time. Coach K elevated the program, took it to a whole nother level. Really, Coach K did, really followed Coach Calipari's lead in getting the one-and-done recruits. Duke started investing into the program by getting those guys, following Coach Cal's philosophy of getting the one-and-dones. So, worked out for him. Named 1 year Duke. The COVID year. The COVID year was not a good year. You'll have to remind me. I don't know what it is. My phone's almost dead, so I'm not going to look it up. But the COVID year, Duke was around that .500 range. That was just really, really weird. But seriously, that's like the only year I can remember them being really bad. And I don't even think it was that. It was just people weren't just into the game. It was a strange time. That's about all I can say about COVID. A really strange time. But yeah, That's the one I can think of, Jay Donald. It's been a long time since it's been bad. Big Orange here with us. Big O, how you doing? Always good having you on here, my friend. We're watching Nebraska and Georgetown. Big O.
Who's Big O?
Big Orange. He's an OG subscriber on our channel. Jay Donald, you're right there, too. You're pretty much an OG subscriber, too. 13-point ball game. We're watching Nebraska, Georgetown in the quarterfinals here. Winner will go on to play Boise State in the semifinals. Georgetown, it's a big 10-point ball game, and we have just under 10 minutes left to go in this ball game as well. So we'll see what can happen here. Asian for 3. Oh, my gosh. Asian's got to be hitting these. Asian's in for his offense. He'll be hitting these. He needs to get out because he's going to be a liability. But we got to get some offense going somehow. Jacobson gets somebody there. Ulis to Williams for 3 here. The guy that can hit it. Oh, my goodness. It couldn't be any closer. Foul up. Morgan to go to the line for 2. My goodness. Williams' shot was down and opted out. He's a great shooter. Yes, go Vols. Let's go Volunteers. Big Orange is talking about the baseball team. I know you're talking about the basketball team as well. I'm excited to see what we do next year. What Rick Barnes has in store for you guys. Hopefully, all Big Orange. Have you looked into the recruits? What they have coming in this coming season? I have not seen what Tennessee's got coming in. I'm kind of curious, actually. Love their offense, though. It was awesome to see. Paolo and Zion helped Duke through the years. Yes. Another underrated player nobody wants to talk about anymore is Big Ja. He really catapulted that 2015 team to win it. But Tyus Jones, man, he really got that win over Wisconsin, 2015. Hard to believe that's been 10 years from now.
You know what you're doing. She comes and looks at me.
He's like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. She likes to be bud. Go Duke, win it all. Yes, I hope so. Not my team, but it's who I want to win now. My last. Man, I hope so, dude. I would be ecstatic. I'll be so excited. That would make my whole year for sure. Probably my whole couple years. I'd be like, yeah, Duke won the title. Love it. Jay Donald says, all right, man, nice stream. I'll see you next stream if I can get on it. Sounds good, brother. We'll be looking out for you, Jay Donald. Until then, have a good rest of your night, brother, and have a good rest of your week, too, in case I don't see you. We're supposed to be getting Jacoby Gillespie, Maryland. He's originally from Greenville, Tennessee. Oh, gotcha. So was he, yeah, no problem, Jay Donald. Was he, did he play on Maryland this year? That sounds really familiar.
Oh, my gosh.
And was he a guard for Maryland? Yeah, I know that Coach Kevin Willard's been for Villanova.
Oh, my God.
He's leaving from Villanova. Maryland would be a good roster. Maryland would be a good roster to kind of pick apart. They were pretty solid. Yeah, I think that would be a good one for you guys. The Crab 5, I love it. I remember hearing that a couple other times. That's awesome. The Crab 5. Oh, goodness. The names they come up with sometimes is hilarious to me. 58-47. Morgan just hits one of those. Oh, my goodness. Drive inside there by the Hoyas. He makes it. He's going to be the line for one more. Their starting point guard. If it's who I'm thinking of, the guy is like super athletic. And he actually can finish at the rim too. That would be huge. Everybody wants a player like that for sure. Everybody wants a player like that. I know I would. I wish we had a athletic point guard. We got Aaron Ulis. He came from Iowa. He ain't nothing like his brother Tyler. Oh my goodness, he's nothing like his brother. The one that played for Kentucky? Not even close. I think that was named Tyler. It's been a while. But they're like two different two different types of players. Ulis is strictly just a passer. He is not a shooter at all. Always looking just to distribute. Gary for 3. Huge 3 there by Gary. We needed that big time. Back up 11 now. They cut it down to 8. We're back up 11 here. Is that you sending me all kinds of stuff? Dude, that would be easy. But I mean, we'll see what happens. I can see either one of them do it. I want Florida to get it done, but I definitely could see Auburn doing it too, Big Orange. What do you think? Do you think Auburn's going to beat them?
Watch this.
Do you want one sushi roll or double it? Give it to the next person. Double this, give it to the next person. All right, double it.
Does he give it to himself?
Gotta find our next person.
That'd been funny. Oh,
He must have circled back.
he walks back around. Hey, I guess you got to give it to me. You should say, I double it again. That's a smart man right there. Kind of funny, too. That's hilarious. 8 minutes to go here. They're going to call a foul on Euless. Up 11, the Huskers trying to hold on to this lead. That's what I think, too. I think Duke versus Florida. I like that final matchup.
15 more minutes.
Yeah. I like that matchup for sure. And I got to pick the Duke Blue Devils to get it, man. If Duke, for some reason, knock on wood in my entire house and life, if Duke, for whatever reason, ends up losing, I want Florida to do it. That's my final pick. Just because I've been kind of following the Gators a little bit. If I think of SEC teams, I've always just said Florida. But you know what? After all the love I'm getting from all you Tennessee fans, man, I didn't mind Tennessee. I had Tennessee in my Final Four, so I was disappointed they didn't quite make it. I'd rather have played Houston than Tennessee, because I think Tennessee would give a harder time for Duke. But I still don't completely buy into the narrative. And hear me out here. Now, Houston has a good lockdown defense. That's their foundation of their team. They've done a good job shutting it down. But Duke is the tallest team in the country. I think that kind of can combat Houston's length. I think it's going to combat Houston's length. And Duke's defense is no slouch either. Duke's defense is no slouch. They will guard on the perimeter. Ask Mark Sears if they guard on the perimeter. He goes and makes like 30-some points in the Sweet 16, only to be pretty much shut down against Duke in the Elite Eight. That ball pressure was legit. Yes, that's what I'm saying. A Final Four appearance is legit. I mean, you can't be mad about that. It's just when you get so dang close, you're like, we're right there. We're right there. I'd love us to get 6, man. It's been too long. 10 years is too long. That's like a privileged person saying that when they just some programs ain't got even one championship. Some don't even have Final Fours. You'd be like, you know what, Nebraska, actually, Big Orange, here's a fun fact. Nebraska's the only Power 5 program in the entire country that has never won a game in the tournament. The only one. Look it up. We were so close last year. We played Texas A&M. Thought we had an opportunity to do it, but Texas A&M had too much offense for us. We could not keep up athletically. I hope so, brother. I really do. Never. They're the only one Division I, or not the whole Division I don't think, but I'm for 100% certain. It's been the talking point for like the last 8 years I've been following Nebraska basketball. Isn't that crazy? You would think sooner or later they would. They've just been in purgatory. They've been in purgatory, could barely ever make the tournament, and anytime they have, well, I mean, if you think of the grand scheme of things, Big Orange, it's like from the start of college basketball, when they actually started tracking this type of stuff, to think from then all the way up to this very point we're in that right now in 2025 in April, and they don't have one win out of all those years, it's just absolutely crazy. Yes, that would be cool. It's a shame, too, because the fans at Nebraska are a lot like the fans at Tennessee. We're all some of the best fans of the entire country. We're all super supportive, and it's like, man, got to have a better product. It's like Nebraska places all their resources in football, and then the returns in football haven't been that great. Now, hear me out, though. I keep putting all their funds in football. I want us to become a power in football again so bad. The mediocrity we've been settling for the last decade has been frustrating, to say the least, but I feel like we should try to step it up a little bit more in nil, maybe a couple $1.5 million. I was told on a podcast, I shouldn't say told, I heard on a podcast that Nebraska was in the bottom half of the Big Ten as far as what they pay for players in the nil. In the whole Big Ten, we're in the bottom half. It's very concerning. So, I don't know, man. I thought they were going to curse this last season, but they couldn't get it done. Almost made the tournament here. Then they start kind of going on this bad run towards the end where they just kept losing and losing and losing. So they got the most quad one wins out of everybody in this tournament, which is good. They beat teams like Oregon. They beat Creighton. They beat, and I mentioned this earlier too. Oregon, Creighton. Who else they beat? I think they beat Maryland once. And they beat UCLA. So those are all some pretty solid wins right there. There's a couple more that I can't think of off the top of my head. It's been a long season. But, yeah, man. So they have some good wins. It's just they're very inconsistent. They don't keep that same supply up all year. So, yeah. Sucks, man. I really want them to do well. And I don't, you know what? I just want them to make an appearance in the tournament at least once every other year. Every other year, every couple years, 3 years at the most. Once every 3 years, we got to make it. But at least every other year would be really cool. Tennessee has made back-to-back Elite Eights, and if you look around, you'll be surprised at how many teams only have like 1 or 2 Elite Eight appearances. It's crazy. Yeah, I've noticed that too, Big Orange. It would not surprise me for sure because, I mean, I've seen it myself. Heck, some of these teams would be like grateful just to make it to a Sweet 16, and heck, this last Sweet 16 had a bunch of solid teams in it too. Arizona was a very solid team. South Carolina. Oh, Brad, sorry, just see your comment, man. It's 65-54 right now. Nebraska's up 65-54. They got the ball with 6.5 to go. So kind of a close game, Brad. Hopefully our Cornhuskers can get it done to play Boise in a couple days. We want to extend our stay in Vegas, baby. That would be awesome. That would be really awesome. But yeah, dude, I totally get that, though. The back-to-back Elite Eights, that's nothing to be upset about either. But let's get you guys to a Final Four, man. I wanted you guys to go to the Final Four this year. If we were on opposite sides of the bracket, I'd say you guys could go to the finals with us. Now, you guys would definitely make me more of a Tennessee fan for sure, though. You guys are pretty awesome on here. Oh, man. South Carolina has only made 1 Elite Eight, but they made the Final Four same year, 2017. Jeez. Hey, at least the South Carolina squad, the ladies are really good. They're probably going to win it this year, too. We now have 3 Elite Eight appearances, 10, 24, and 25. And just imagine, I know Rick Barnes is getting old, but hopefully he gets Final Four before he retires because he is getting up there in age. Oh, listen, that sucker cannot drop. Huskers up 13 now. Jared says, Huskers, go Big Red. Go Red. Let's go, baby. As I say that, Georgetown sinks another bucket, cuts it back down to 10. But yeah, Brad, scores 67-57 Huskers if you didn't hear me, brother. Georgetown down 10, 5 go. Gary, beautiful reverse. He gets fouled. It's going to be and 1. Hey, that could be a new thing right there. And 1. I like that. It's not as cool as the 3-pointer. We can add a little flair to this channel. That's one way to do it right there, my friends. I'll probably forget it by tomorrow. Oh, goodness. Hey, at least we're waking up a little bit here. Kind of a late Wednesday night game here. Especially if you're on the East Coast. That's something at least. Yes, absolutely. I do want that Final Four, trust me. I can only imagine, Big Orange. I can only imagine, brother. It's all good. You guys are going to get there before you know it. I really believe that. I'm not just saying that. I really believe that. You guys have a great offense. I'm excited to see what they do this next year. Georgetown hits another 3. Georgetown's not trying to go away. Georgetown is trying not to go away. They're trying to tap back into this. Down 10 again, less than 5 minutes here. Huskers need to go on a little bit of run. It's a little too close for my liking. I wish this was like a 15-point game right now with 5 minutes to go. Williams for 3. 3-pointer. Williams, beautiful. Drops in that triple. Now I'm feeling a little bit better. That guy has a stroke. Georgetown tries driving inside. It's going to be a foul call on Hoiberg, Fred's son. Yeah, Jared says go Big Red. Thanks for having my back on that one. Yeah. You know what? On this channel, we have, I think, 3 Cornhusker fans. We got Jaden Reitz, Jared, and me. We're the only 3. Oh, yeah. Yep, great fans. I mean, I haven't met too many mean Husker fans. I've met a lot of mean fans. I always take that little jab at Kentucky. But yeah, some great fans for sure. The game atmosphere is a lot of fun too. It's a lot of fun. 11-point ball game. We got full court press here by the Hoyas. Getting passed around. Nebraska does get it across the court. They get one more score here. You feel really good about it, especially if it's a three. Watch Williams. Williams pulls up from three. 3-pointer. Huge three there. We're going to call that game, guys. 76-60. Huskers up 14 with 4 minutes to go. Yeah, Williams has filled himself. So if you guys didn't know, Bryce Williams is the leading scorer of the Big Ten. He got team all Big Ten. He's got 26 points tonight. The guy can light it up in a hurry. It would have been to see him get into the tournament. Have some added motivation to get it done. It's a shame. Beautiful reverse there. Last second reverse there. Ooh, by the Hoyas point guard. My goodness. Huskers going to slow it down a little bit, rightfully so. They'll, get about 4 more points, and that'll end the game for sure. No way, the way the game's been going, that Georgetown's going to get to 80 in this one. Back in... Oh, Hoiberg, you got to hit that, man. Hoiberg to Jacobson, Jacobson back to Hoiberg. It was just a little pass and catch. Oh, Georgetown hits a 3, though. Dang, big ballsy 3 there. 9-point ball game. That's what's up. That's what's up, Big Orange. Gary misses that one. Huge opportunity for Georgetown. They got to rush it, but they get a 3-pointer here. That would be big to get them back in the game. But yeah, no, it's all good, my friend. I think that's awesome. I agree. They got some awesome fans. I don't know why. Iowa doesn't like us, but that's because our Big Ten rivals, if you want to call it that. I wouldn't mind seeing them do good in sports again. Yeah, exactly, Big Orange. It would be cool. It would be a lot better. Just turn on the Nebraska game. They look good. Yeah, they don't look too bad. Georgetown's trying to get this thing going, which is good. It's making it interesting. We're watching the college basketball crown quarterfinal matchup here. Winner of this one goes on to play Boise State in the semifinal. Boise State just missing out of the tournament. I don't know if they're the first team out or what. I don't remember how that went down. But, yeah. Boise's going to be a tough team to match up against. I think that's going to be a really good matchup. Boise State is actually the favorites to win this tournament. I thought Nebraska. We're actually picked third to win this thing behind Boise State, and I think Villanova was the second pick. So we'll see if we can overcome Georgetown and then beat Boise. We got a good shot at winning this. Winner gets $300,000, so that's a nice added incentive. Oh, it's all good. You're a little late. No big deal, Ashley. No big deal. That's good, Ashley. I hope you all win. Yes, that would be cool. Yeah, we need to build a little bit of momentum in this Husker program. So what better way to start than go in this postseason, come into this new first annual. Hey, they should hang a banner for that one. No, that'd be a little embarrassing, I think. This is the type of tournament you hang a banner for. But since it's called the College Ball Crown, every player should get an awesome crown, like a really cool crown that people always remember. And you win this tournament, of course, you go into the postseason or the off season with a lot of momentum. Hopefully, that would be the hope. I did see that they have like a really cool king's chair. They got a throne. So I think maybe they'll do something really cool. Like that'd be an awesome photo of everyone just kind of hanging out in the king's throne after they win the tournament. We're the kings of the crown, baby. The kings of the crown tournament. Well, we got about 3 minutes to go in this ball game. 3 minutes to go in this ball game. It's kind of coming down to the wire, but it looks like Nebraska's got a slight edge right now over the Hoyas. Okay. I would really like if I could do something in my life would be kind of cool. I think it'd be really cool to own like an ice cream store. I would get so big. I would eat ice cream every day. I'd eat all the profits. That'd be the hardest part of owning an ice cream store. That and in the winter time, it might be a little tough for sales. But they showed an ice cream store. Uh, they were like advertising Moog ice cream, and it looked really good. But it looked like it was in like Alaska or somewhere off in the middle of nowhere. The most random place. It doesn't look like they'd even have ice cream there, but especially a little ice cream shop. Like it was out on a boat dock on the water. Very interesting. Tomorrow, star performers. Mitchell out of Cincinnati has got 15 points his last game. Tyler Hendricks out of UCF also had 15. Wooga Poplar, that's a cool name. Wooga Poplar. 24 points. And Rashawn Agee, he had 27, 9 rebounds for USC. Going to be interesting, that Villanova-USC matchup. I like that a lot. And hey, Cincinnati versus UCF, interesting matchup. We'll see. Y'all, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I really sincerely appreciate it. We're trying to get to 750. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see if we can get to 750 by this weekend. It'd be kind of tough. We'll see if we can get there. Jawan having a good night too. He's a stat stuffer. We're going to miss him here. 17 points, 8 rebounds for the Cornhuskers, couple assists. Great ball player and plays with a hustle out of the world. I love Jawan. But Bryce Williams is the talk of the tournament. He's got 26 points this game. High flying Hoyas. Boy, that sounds good. The high flying Hoyas. They scored that alley-oop, so it's an 8-point ball game with 2.5 to go. Hoyas going on a 7-1 scoring run late here, which is huge for them. If they do another one like that, it's going to be a great ball game. Huskers keep running out that clock, though. Keep running out that clock. Get a bucket here. 10 seconds to go. Hoiberg to Jacob. Jacobson drives aside. Gary pulls up from 3. Huge 3 here. He airballs it, but Morgan goes underneath. Hits the rim. Gets another offensive board. Boom, baby. Morgan gets 2 offensive rebounds. Puts it up. Hoyas needed to stop there. Bad timing. 10 points. 10 points there. Minute and a half to go. Nebraska up 10, guys. She says, I can unsubscribe and subscribe if that helps. You know what? I don't know if it'll help, Ashley. I'm just glad you're subscribed already. I do appreciate that as well. And ice cream, it was cold today, but I had to get some Always Good. Ice cream is delicious, baby. Hoyas airballed that 3. And just like that, their hopes and dreams of winning this college basketball crown just went raspberry, baby. That's what's up. Huskers getting it done here tonight. I'm going to say they're probably going to get this win. They're going to play Boise State in a couple days. They get to stay in Vegas a couple more days. That don't sound too... Didn't Butler make back-to-back national championships and lose them 10 to... Big Orange, I don't know. If Brad Stevenson was there the second year, then it's very possible. They definitely did in 2010. Believe me, I don't forget ever. That still gives me nightmares. I thought that kid was going in, and I thought Duke was going to lose by 1 point. Man, he shot that 3, and that almost dropped. My heart stopped for a second. Brad, what's up, brother? Brad, you work, man. Happy Wednesday, Brad. It's always good seeing you, bro. And Walt's here. Walt, my friend. Loving all the videos, Walt. You're doing an awesome job. My friends, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, of course. We're trying to hit 750 subscribers, so please do that. Just popping on. Having a good time tonight. But if you subscribe, hit the notification bell and comment down below so I know that you're here. We'll get to know you. Have a good time. It's a 10-point ball game. College basketball crown, the newest tournament in the postseason. We're watching my Nebraska Cornhuskers take on the Georgetown Hoyas, Walt. Minute to go here. Jeez. Bryce Williams trying to get 30 points. He's got an opportunity to do it now, I believe. His first one. I think he's got 29. I think this will be 30 if he hits it. He's a % free throw shooter, so. Okay, so he's got 27. The last game he had 30. He's got 19, 20 points a season. The guy's a baller. Hopefully he finds a spot. He'll definitely make the G League at least. Williams has a beautiful stroke. Dude, Brad, that's what's up, man. Glad you had the day off. Hope you've enjoyed that, man. Doing anything productive today, Brad? Or you just lounge around? Also, how's the job hunt going? Do you get that job at CORT Eva? Georgetown pulls up from 3. They're down 12 with 47 seconds left to go. Now, I don't think you fell in this situation. They're down pretty bad. They're down bad, baby. 12-point ball game, 35 seconds left. They're not going to foul. They're just going to let it play out. Go Big Red chants ringing through the arena. Nice job, Huskers, getting a good win over the legendary Georgetown Hoyas. It's not a good George team, but Williams unselfishly passes the ball. Gary drives inside, misses it. So Georgetown going to get the last shot here, down 12. Ball's getting passed around. Ooh, Gary go for another board. So, Huskers get it done over Georgetown, my friends. 81-69. Throw the bow. They played some good defense tonight on the Hoyas. Great ball game played by both squads. We can say we beat the Hoyas, so I think that's pretty sweet. Awesome, awesome. The great fans of Nebraska that travel down here get to extend their stay a couple more days in Las Vegas. Watch the Huskers take on the Boise State Broncos, the top team in this tournament. That game is on Saturday. And, of course, it's at noon. I'm going to be working, guys. I won't be able to go live for it. Shucks. I'll definitely be working during that time. I'm sorry, guys. I just seen the time. Not cool, Fox. Not cool at all. I suppose they got to get that tournament in early, though. I'm supposed they got to get that tournament early because the Final Four in the real tournament is later on that evening. So I won't be able to go live for that. I'll be listening to it, though, at work. So hopefully the Huskers get it done. That'll make my Saturday start strong. And then let's get a Duke Blue Devil win later on the evening over the Houston Cougars. Let's go, Duke. But, yes, go Big Red. We'll get these final comments in here, my friends, and we're going off here tonight. Also, my friends, I will be going live tomorrow, but it's only going to be for like 30, 45 minutes tops. That's going to be our chill day before we turn up the heat for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday's got to be big. We're going to get to 750 subscribers. Show up, guys. I'm probably going to need your help and support with that, but let's do this. Brad says the position just opened up. I'm having my homie look over my resume before I send it tonight. Good luck, Brad. I hope you get it done, man. You're a good worker. You got this, bro. Good vibes your way, my friend. Ashley says they do it. Ashley, thanks for hanging out with us. Who do you have in this tournament? Nebraska or Villanova, Ashley. That's probably who's going to likely win it. Or Boise State or Villanova. Both the Villanova, Nebraska, or Boise State, those three have the top odds to win it. Well, one of those three will for sure. So that's what I got. Brad says, anyway, I have to get ready for bed because I have work tomorrow morning. But I will most definitely see you on Saturday for the Final Four. Until then, let's go Blue Devils. I love it, Brad. As always, Brad, thank you for hanging out with us, my friend. I appreciate that very much. We had a good time tonight. It was kind of a boring game, guys, I'll be honest with you. But we powered through. My Cornhuskers get it done. Jared's Cornhuskers get it done. Jared, later, brother. Have a great day tomorrow. Jared's got Cincy. That's not a bad pick either. I forgot about Cincinnati. Cincinnati could do it as well. They really could. In the meantime, Huskers get it done today. 12 points over the Georgetown Hoyas. Really, really cool there. So, Huskers, Boise State, 12 o'clock on Saturday. You guys enjoy that game. I'll be listening on the... I will be live again here soon, my friends. Have a great rest of your week, everybody. No, Jared, you can't change your pick. Cincinnati now. You're stuck with it. You never know. You never know in this tournament. Who knows? Let's hope our Huskers get it done, though. But, my friends, I always appreciate your support. Community we got going on here. We'll catch you guys on tomorrow night for a little bit. We'll talk some college football. That's what I want to do tomorrow. We'll talk some college football. So, get your brains at work. Talk a little football tomorrow. My friends, this has been Brando at the Blue Devil Den. Have a great rest of your evening tonight. Have a great Thursday tomorrow. Until then, my friends, this has been Brando at the Blue Devil Den. Have an awesome evening, guys. We'll see you. Take care, guys.